StreamYard, don't let me down. There have been others running live this morning that have been having a lot of problems with StreamYard. And I don't have the most powerful internet signal right now. But according to Google, I have very high pollen. Hi, Angie's Live. Hi, Moonlight View. Let's listen to a little Joe Clark Hillbilly Voodoo. Want to? Before we talk about this unpleasant topic. Hi, Kiki. Joe Clark, Hillbilly Voodoo. Burn the sage. There ain't no way out of these trees. Ain't no way out of these trees. Be ashamed, there's been a spell cast on your name. Beg for mercy on your knees. So paralyzed that you can't speak. There ain't a damn thing you can do. You'll waste your time here for the rest of eternity. God rest your soul back in blue. Lean on me, baby. Fading it down. I have no idea what the fidelity was like for you guys on your end. It's really bass heavy. And of course, you're listening through the microphone on my webcam. Hi, I'm Susan. Welcome to Lip Lock No More. I hope everybody's having a good day. Yes, Kiki, it's Lean on Me. Isn't it good to see Lean on Me? I hope you're doing well, love. Beautiful redheaded woman. Anyway, That was a taste of the title track from Joe Clark's album release, Hillbilly Voodoo. And I like it a lot. Of course, you guys already know I love Joe Clark and his music. And I'll share a link in the description below after I end the live. If anybody wants to go listen to that track. Hi, John McCanny. Hey, Taterhead. Are you fried or mashed today? Or Julianne? Are you a tater tot? You're at work, so okay. Lean on me is at work, so she can't read chat. So she's listening in. You're a boiled potato today, John McKinney. Well, I'll tell you what. Let me find some quiet, more meditative type music because I am, as the title says, still reading about DARVO. We had a live on this last week. You kids that were here already know that this is new to me. I'm learning with you. And what I learned in the last live on this topic was, and it made me sad, there actually are a number of you in my viewing audience who have dealt with this in your real life. I'm studying it. I'm studying it in an attempt to help me understand how this can happen. How a person can get in a bad relationship in a bad way. I want to understand it. I have empathy on the emotional level. I want to understand it as well as with my feelings. I want to understand it intellectually, objectively, and from the psychological point of view. Because you guys know I'm, for whatever reason, uber interested in psychology. So there we are. Let me find some meditative music for anybody that wants to hang out. It's not going to be a long live. I'm going to try to keep it around an hour. Okay. Hey, I don't know how loud this is going to be, babies. Watch your ears. Oh, wait, I faded it down. We should be okay. Hang on. Kitty, you stole mommy's chair. Kitty stole my chair. Oh, this is Lady Opal Moon, and she thinks she owns my desk chair. Hi, I'm too honest for this. Oops, bumped my desk with my knees. Anyway, thanks to everybody for being here. It's a pretty serious topic, and once in a while, we stick with the serious over here. We have a lot of no content, frivolous, ridiculous live streams, but I have not completely abandoned actually learning and progressing and hoping to present topics and material with a little entertainment mixed in there. Because when it gets heavy, sometimes we need a chuckle. So we will have, if StreamYard holds out, I don't know if anybody heard there at the very beginning, usually like when there's nobody in here yet, I'll just blah, blah, blah about something for a second or two. I've watched a couple of live streams this morning, bits and pieces here and there, and a number of people seem to be having struggles with StreamYard today. So, hey, Blanbriel. Sensory 77, good to see you. I'm too honest for this, a serious yet bra-free. That's right. I'm wearing an over-the-shoulder boulder holder today because of the top I'm wearing. All right. Now, I'm also having intermittent weak signal with my internet as I'm looking down here. So my normal disclaimer from my little holler here in Arkansas. If the live stream ends suddenly and without explanation, it is because my internet or StreamYard crashed. And I'll make a community post if that happens to let you kids know I'm okay. And happy Friday, you guys. This is Summer Lucille. And she's not on the schedule for the program today. You know what they say in show business, that we should never, not never. You guys know I don't like the word never. They say that we should avoid working with animals and children. And I just realized that because I'm in a screen share, I'll have to turn our music off because I need my phone for a second screen. My bad.
Yesterday.
So,
Yesterday. Power off.
power off. If you don't stop stealing my chair, I'm going to get you. Stop. I apologize. I should have been ready. Thank you all for being patient with me. Okay, I got you. I can see you. All right, kids. And I don't think we have any mods in here. So, darlings, if necessary, if somebody comes in and starts messing with you, uh, in any way, you guys should know how to use those three little dots beside their name, their chat, and you can just go ahead and personally block anybody yourself. Hi, Morris. Morris, um, maybe not, you may not be willing at all. And definitely, I wouldn't ask you on a permanent basis unless you were willing. But, darling, I have no mods in here right now. Would you be willing to accept a wrench at least for right now? Just to help an old lady out? Hi, Labor Cats. Long time no see other than your comments under videos, darling. Okay, Morris, I think I can do it here. Let me see, honey. Okay, it tells me that Morris 17 is now a standard moderator for my channel. So, we'll have to, Carrie Bishop may come in and go, well, why did you add a new moderator and not let me know? But kids, thank you, Morris. Kids, I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that I can trust Morris 17, period. So there we go. Whoop, whoop. Okay, sweeties, as a real quick review, okay, and as a reminder, not a reminder, but as a heads up to anyone who's new. I am obviously an old lady. I am not techno savvy, and I'm sure there is a way to make this larger for you. I don't know how to do that. So I'll be reading it to you and highlighting what I'm reading. And we'll share a link after the live stream in the description below to what we've looked at today. I like to encourage my viewers to branch out on their own, so to speak, and spend some of your time, maybe. Okay, I'm just asking. Spend some of your time on the internet, off of YouTube. I know, it's like, oh, that's rich coming from you. Oh, by the way, I just stole that from Queen Bee. That's rich. I'm parroting. That's rich. You're running live on YouTube right now. And you're saying to us, spend less time watching YouTube. Okay, we'll just click out right now then. No! Here's what I'm asking. I'm asking you to think about. And after thinking about it, maybe put into practice. Spend some of your time on the internet learning something. It doesn't take a whole long time out of your day. You, darlings, you can learn a whole lot in 15 minutes if you practice your reading comprehension skills. Okay, so let's go. Let's learn a little bit about DARVO and then have a fun story time. And I'll sing you out and we'll get out of here in a little bit. Now, I do want anyone who has dealt with domestic violence in any way, shape, or form. This topic may be potentially triggering to you. And I would prefer strongly that you protect your own mental and emotional health rather than watch this live stream, especially if this technique was used on you. Okay? This is something I can cover and not be triggered because it hasn't really happened to me. And there's a reason I say it that way. It has kind of, okay? But I was one of those once and done. I'm attempting to understand why some that one time is, okay, I don't even know how to put into words, babies, what I'm trying to say. So let's just go on. Hi, Slim. Carrie, hi, baby. Darling, that's fine. And Carrie, honey, hi, Shay. Okay. Carrie, I added, when I started, darling, I had no mods in here. And because it's a potentially triggering topic, and I don't know about trolls and whatnot, Morris 17, Carrie, I have added as a standard moderator today. And as long as Morris is willing to hold the wrench, I'm going to leave it. But Morris has at least agreed to mod for us today. So totally cool. I went to the dispensary on Social Security Day, which was day before yesterday. So, and Morris, thank you for the trigger warning, love. Hi, Crooked Arrow. Yes, I trust you, but I don't know when you're stoned or not. And I don't know you like I know. See, Auntie Sherry, I co-mod with Morris 17 on 2 other channels. So I know the mod style, and I know that when it comes to hard topics, like the other mods here, Morris will not put up with anything from anybody. Morris knows how to whack-a-mole with a wrench, love. Plus, right now, hi, Cash. Whatever, Cash. I'm not even into the topic. How long have we been on here? I don't even know. All right, listen. So at least Carrie came in and understands why Morris 17 is a mod, and Carrie didn't know Morris 17 was a mod. And Carrie, I'm still loving my lipstick, so please tell sister that I do. All right, kids, here we go. DARVO, DARVO, is an acronym for deny, attack, and reverse victim and offender. It's a manipulative tactic used by people to avoid responsibility for their harmful behavior towards others. It's a common strategy used in abusive relationships, interpersonal conflicts, and situations where power dynamics are at play. Okay? So this can happen to us in our real life. It can happen to us in the workplace. It can happen to us on the internet. It can happen to us really just about anywhere that we are interacting with one or more other human beings. Here again in review, here are some ways DARVO manifest or can manifest. I think I left out the word can. Here are some ways DARVO can manifest. Deny. The perpetrator may deny that they did anything wrong or minimize the feelings of the person they abused. Now, denied that they did anything wrong. Well, yeah, I was late coming in from work, but all I did was stop at the convenience store and buy a pack of cigarettes and put gas in the truck. I wasn't doing anything I shouldn't be doing. They may not even include that phrase, I wasn't doing anything I shouldn't be doing, because they had already used the prepositional phrase. And these are just examples I'm coming up with off the top of my head. So they may be like wonky, okay? I came in late, yeah. Is that the Easy Mart getting gas and cigarettes? Leaving out that they were either making a drug buy or banging the neighbor's wife or husband, whatever the case may be. Okay, or minimize the feelings of the person they abused. Now, guys, I told you this is going to be triggering because I'm going to be pretty graphic here. I'm not much of one for kid gloves, especially when we're talking about issues like a DV and a human being abusing another human being. Okay? Minimize the feelings of the person they abused. I don't know what the fuck you're so mad about. I didn't knock your teeth down your throat. I just gave you a black eye. Okay? Attack. The perpetrator may attack the victim's character, memory, motives, or mental health. They may play on the victim's insecurities, doubts, past errors, mistakes, or regrets. Oh, remember that time when you ... Oh, well, you may be clean now, but I remember when I met you, you weren't. The memory thing, the gaslighting. That's where gaslighting comes in. It may attack the motives. Well, the only reason you said that was so I would say this. Or, you're just fucking nuts, man. They may play on the victim's insecurities. Why don't you lose some weight? They may play on the victim's doubts. I'm not sure about this. They may play on your past errors. Here again, remember that time when? Your past mistakes. And even your past regrets, if you are being victimized by this kind of person. Your past regrets. Once again, remember that time when they throw it. The way they used to say it, babies, back in my day, was they throw it back in your face. Bring up something from the past and throw that in your face. Okay. Reverse victim and offender. Oh my goodness, somebody gifted memberships? Oh, hi, Jovi and Shirlene. Who gifted memberships? Not a drama, Nana. Thank you, darling. Thank thank you so much. Slim Hauser and Morris, Moonlight View, Jovi, and Charlene E. Babies, please take a moment in chat to thank Nana Drama Nana. Now, I know that you babies know that YouTube randomly selects those gifted memberships, okay? Nana Drama Nana is not picking them, and neither am I. YouTube is picking you randomly. That membership will be good for 1 month. At the end of the month, the gifted membership will expire, and after that, you're free and clear. You don't have to worry about canceling anything. It will automatically cancel. So all you have to do, if you want to continue being a member, then you'll have to do the join button, and it'll cost you money. Okay? So anyway, thank you so much, Nada Drama Nana. Okay, darlings, let's go on now. Reverse victim and offender. The perpetrator may make it seem as though the victim was actually the perpetrator. For example, an alleged perpetrator may sue an alleged victim for defamation, attacking the victim's mental competence and motivations. The perpetrator may make it seem as though the victim was actually the perpetrator. Look what you made me do. Or here in the example, when the victim finds themselves in the position that they feel it necessary to verbally or in written form defend themselves. The victim may find it necessary to use verbiage and language that is not favorable to the perpetrator. And then the perpetrator take the language of it. It could even be the affidavit. It could be the police report. It could be what you texted to a friend or posted on Facebook or another social media platform, for example, in defense of yourself. And maybe in a heated moment, even, and justified. You might call them a name. The son of a bitch. And reverse victim and offender, they're going, this, see how I'm struggling? I'm grasping this on the intellectual level. I'm reading it, I'm comprehending what I'm reading. But I'm like, who's a motherfucker that does this shit? To another human being. Don't get in my fucking personal space, I'll tell you that. If you're one of these people that does this to somebody, you need to stay the fuck away from me. Because if you get close enough, when you walk away, if you're able to, you would actually be able to call me the perpetrator, because you won't have any teeth in the front of your mouth. And I will have a bunch of wounds across my knuckles. Anybody that does this shit to another human being, stay the total and complete fuck away from me and my channel. DARVO can negatively affect a person's mental health, causing them to feel like their trauma is being minimized or dismissed, or that people do not believe them. All right, this next one, I don't know, darlings, if I even want to go to this one. I'm getting a little bit wound up. The next one that I was going to go to is DARVO in exual offenders. I don't know if I can handle that right now. So instead, okay, so instead I'm going to go to a site I have not looked at yet. Because maybe here there is help not only for the victim, but perhaps for the perpetrator. Because I have not visited the site before, please take into consideration that you should always be careful when clicking a link, but I will share the link to this site in the description below after I end the live stream. But always use caution when you're clicking a link. Let me peruse this very quickly, darlings. Insights Counseling Center, Relationships, Recovery, Life. Birmingham, Alabama. Understanding DARVO, Key Insights for both givers and receivers. All right, let's skim. I'm going to skim the surface here, because this stuff is so heavy. I don't want to stay focused on it a whole long time. I am going to learn at a pace that it does not overwhelm my emotional health, because I am a survivor of childhood sexual abuse. And I am also a survivor of RAPE as a young adult. So I have to practice what I preach to those of you listening to me that I love so much. I have to practice it for me too. Okay, so let's see what we have here. In communication, it's crucial to shed light on a manipulative conversation tactic called DARVO. This acronym stands for Deny, Attack, and Reverse Victim and Offender, which we already know. The instigator and the recipient need to understand the implications and effects of such interaction patterns. Herein, we delve into why it's essential to grasp the concept of DARVO from both perspectives. Darlings, I think this may be the next one I go to in depth for me, so that I can pre-read it and study it before I present it to you, okay? But while we're here, I would like to point out why I emphasize between the words affect and effect. The last piece I was reading, it talked about the affect on the mental health. Okay. Think of the word, and most of you I know already know this, but just in case. You guys know my thought, the way I think about things. If there's only one person listening that doesn't know, then I like to help them, understand. And I like for you guys to help me understand too. Okay. Affect with an A. Think of the word affection. Affect. Affection. Okay. What is affection? It's an emotion. So, if something affects you, it's how you feel about what's going on. Oh, Blambriel, thank you so much for £9.99. Love, thank you. Does not have to go. And Lux K, thank you for being here, dear. Okay. Affect, affection is an emotion. Okay. So the things that affect you, like it said, it affects your mental health. Okay. Effect. It's not the same thing. Effect is the impact it has on your circumstances, your situation, your surroundings. Effect is more physical, if you will. You could probably get a better explanation on Quora. But off the top of my head, that's the best I can do. So, okay, so the instigator and the recipient need to understand the implications and effects of such interaction patterns. Herein, okay, what is DARVO? Now, we know what DARVO is because we've already looked at that twice. Okay, so they have user, DARVO from the perspective of the receiver, and final thoughts. Babies, this is relatively short, this homepage. So let's go ahead. Let's use this page. And we're going to let that be it on DARVO today. I'll take a short bathroom break, grab a couple of puffs of nicotine, and then we'll have story time. To entice anyone, today's politically correct story will be Goldilocks. What is DARVO? In psychology, DARVO refers to a pattern of behavior that people may use in response to being held accountable for their actions. Explicitly promoted by psychologist Jennifer Freyd, I believe would be, or free, please, because I haven't pre-read, I didn't study how to pronounce that name. So let me just say, by a psychologist, this defensive strategy includes denying the behavior, attacking the person holding them accountable, and reversing the roles of the victim and the offender. Often the strategy is used knowingly or unknowingly to deflect blame, and responsibility. Now, that's good to know. I just learned one thing here that I did not from the other thing we were reading. We can do this unknowingly. Now then, that calls for what? self-examination and introspection. Am I doing this to somebody? And I don't even realize I am. I need to think about that. And I will. I will. Okay. DARVO from the perspective of the user. Oops, sorry. Why do people resort to DARVO? Different individuals may use this tactic for various reasons. Some might use it to escape the consequences of their actions, to retain control or power, or to manipulate the narrative to their advantage. If you find yourself unintentionally or intentionally using DARVO, understanding its effects and recognizing this could be the first step towards healthier communication. Oh, darlings, I love that phrase. Towards healthier communication. Couldn't, darlings, we all use, all of us includes me, couldn't we all use that? Especially here on YouTube. Take a first step towards healthier communication. Okay, let's go on. Denying your actions, attacking others, or playing the victim derails meaningful conversations and sabotages potential growth. Moreover, using DARVO may erode your relationships. People around you might feel unheard, invalidated, or blamed for things they did not do. Consequently, they might distance themselves emotionally or physically from you. The reversal of victim and offender step may entrap you in a false self-assessment. Okay, let's pause here. I was just bringing up the self-assessment, introspection, okay? The reversal of victim offender step may entrap us in a false self-assessment. Be wary. And sorry for the scratching. There's a kitty in there in the litter box. By casting yourself as the victim, you might become more prone to ignoring your own shortcomings and missteps. This stands as a barrier to self-improvement, babies, and personal growth. Overcoming DARVO involves acknowledging your actions and their effects on others, and it requires listening. And sidebar, I've said a number of times and will reiterate here. There is a difference in hearing and listening. Hearing is physical. Listening is mental. Okay. I know. Preach, preach, preach. That's all she ever does is preach. Seems like that's all she ever does is preach. Well, I'm preaching to me too, dang nabbit. Shoo-wee, kitty. Oh, gosh, guys, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Hang on. Oh, my goodness, kitty. Guys, I'm sorry. That was bad. That was really bad. I'm so sorry. Oh, okay. Now it smells like somebody shit a Christmas tree. Okay. You finished with the serious stuff. I didn't mean to have a comedic break right in the middle of some really serious business, but that was overwhelmingly pungent. It was, and the spray I sprayed was freesia and cedar, so it literally smells like a cat shit a Christmas tree. I'm embarrassed. I'm sorry. I'm so embarrassed. Okay, just push forward, and I don't know how to edit, so all of that will still be in the live when it uploads. Okay, darlings, let me get a sip here and recover. I'm glad we were at least talking about ourselves instead of the really heavy thing about somebody doing it to us. That helps a little bit. And you guys are laughing in chat. Okay, we're good. Okay. Okay. Whew, all right, now. Okay. Overcoming DARVO involves acknowledging your actions and their effects on others. It requires listening with empathy and openness rather than defensiveness. Darlings, in other words, we are listening and taking in what's being said to us, not sitting there waiting for what we're going to say back. Okay. You can initiate healthier discussions by seeking to understand and validate others' perspectives, even if they contradict your own. That's why we have an open chat room over here, unless you are just a total and complete dickhead or some other yucky word. Just a jerk, no pun intended. And dictionary definition of jerk is an annoyingly stupid or foolish person. That's the dictionary definition. Just so you know, Morris, get some decoration for mine. Morris, thank you for the $10 super chat. Can I like it? Let me see if I can like it. I could. Let me see if I can reply to it. Did it go? It did. Cool. Morris 17, the decoration will be nose plugs. That was a really healthy one. Okay, let's go on. Okay, let's read this last sentence again. Okay. Well, no, not the last one. Let's read the last sentence of the next to last paragraph. To avoid the trap of denial, it might be beneficial to document things so you can refer back to the facts when needed. Now, I'm not a journaler. I don't write things down. I never kept a diary. I don't keep a journal. I don't write things down unless it has to do with a case. Plus, I don't deal with this situation. My husband, I think I can honestly say in 25 years, my husband has never once done this to me. On the reverse of that, I cannot say the same for myself. There have been a couple of times in our relationship that I have brought up something from the past. And I did it to be mean. But I don't remember him ever doing this to me. Ain't that something? And I'll tell y'all something else. And you believe it or not, but it's true. In 25 years, my husband has never once, not one time, ever called me a name. You know what I mean. Ever. Not one. Never. He has never raised a hand to me, nor acted like he was going to. But there's been about a half a dozen times he put his shoes on and took a walk. I'd made him that mad, fussing at him, probably over something stupid. It's been so long I don't remember. But that's what my man Bob does. And like I said, it's been so long I don't remember the last time he did. We've lived here 10 years and he ain't ever had to take a walk over here. But that's what he does. He puts his shoes on, he goes for a walk, and when he comes back, whatever it was that he might have said to me, he's already worked it out in his mind, and he's come to the conclusion that he did not need to say it, whatever it might have been. And in the situation, probably, I don't know, it might have had it coming. I don't know. Anyway, so, final sentence here. Should situations not change, seeking support from trusted loved ones or professional counselors, which I am not, can also be beneficial. Remember, it's okay to set boundaries for your well-being. Now, darlings, I do a lot of boundary setting. I have very strong, very serious, and highly maintained boundaries when it comes to me and mine. My initial boundary is this. My initial thing will be, do not engage. Consider the source. Do you really give a fuck what they think about you, honestly? And if you really don't care and you really don't give a fuck, there's absolutely no point whatsoever in you even opening your mouth and addressing it. Because when you open your mouth and address that thing that you claim you don't give a fuck about, you don't care about, the minute you open your mouth about it, you just disproved your initial claim. Because if you didn't care, you would not engage. All right. So, next time I come on here and say, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care, kick me in the ass. All right. Final thoughts on DARVO. Understanding DARVO is critical, both from the user's and the receiver's perspective. For the user, it guides personal growth and nurtures healthier relationships. For the receiver, it acts as a protective shield against manipulative tactics. Remember, the most valuable interactions foster mutual respect, understanding, and growth. Whether using or experiencing DARVO, recognizing it and implementing change is the path toward more meaningful and respectful communication. Building healthier communication patterns is a journey, and seeking professional help along the way is okay. And whether trying to change your communication tendencies or dealing with someone else's, remember that acknowledging the problem is the first step towards resolution. Darlings, acknowledging the problem is the first step like with anything. So, I'm a bit embarrassed that I acknowledged on a live stream on a worldwide platform. I have used DARVO on my husband, who has never once used it on me. Wow. I guess I'll be avoiding that kind of thing. So I hope that wasn't too triggering for anybody. I don't know that we'll actually. All right, I'm going to continue my studies on this topic, and we'll decide down the road. Next, I think we'll talk about DARVO with narcissists, okay? Or read about it, learn about it. But when it comes to DARVO with SEX offenders, we may or may not tackle that one because it may just be too much. I'll study ahead of time, but and I'll let y'all decide. If I can figure out how to do a poll. I tried last week 3 times to put a poll on our community tab, and it let me fill in everything, but it would never give me the option to post the poll. So it, Hi, Superior Dreams 19. Good to see you, darling. How are you? Yeah, Cash. Yeah. And arguing doesn't even necessarily imply an escalated situation. Cash and I argue all the time. Yes, Morris. Acknowledgement is always the first step in everything. Always. It doesn't matter what it is. It does not matter what it is. There's Jovi saying hi to Superior Dreams. I got an itch. I got a tickle. Carrie Bishop. Hi, Sammy Sparrow. It is. And I'm glad that you think so and that you kids are showing interest in it. Yeah, Chantal. Self-awareness. Yes, darling. Sammy Sparrow saying some use argument as a form of communication, like Cash and I do. Cash likes me best when I'm the batshit crazy old cat and dog lady. Or at least that's what he says. But I'm glad that you guys are finding it of some value. And I think the dealing with DARVO from a narcissist might be the next best one to tackle because of the platform we're all on and using. And remembering that is, that word narcissist, babies, it's become well, not a catchphrase because it's only one word, but it's way overused. And narcissism is an actual diagnosis. It's not a personality trait. So there may be folks that are loaded with self-confidence and have loads of charisma and lots of personality and good character. And in some cases, maybe with sense of humor, can come off narcissistically. I think I put an extra syllable in there. But I honestly believe that there are some channel holders on this platform that if they were to actually go into professional counseling, I believe that they could easily be and quickly be diagnosed as a narcissist. So, Slam, are you agreeing? Okay, first of all, Cash. First of all, Cash, that's not a sofa. It's a daybed, a trundle daybed. Do you know what a trundle daybed is, Cash? You being, from a different culture, maybe you don't have daybeds. It's a daybed. And no, that's not the boss. It's the bear. The bears. It's my daybed. This is my office. For heaven's sake. A chick's got to lay down and rest and play solitaire on her phone once in a while, Cash. Plus, I can take a nap in the daytime and not mess up the bed in the master bedroom. Which isn't fully made yet. But I have done 2 loads of laundry. And I have a chicken breast thawing out to make chicken and dumplings. Oh, and guess what else, you guys? Lillian brought me new potatoes yesterday. So I'm going to make chicken and dumplings for supper. And our side dish is going to be green beans and new potatoes. And I'm going to cook them like my granny ma did, my grandma Nina. Bacon, onions. Y'all, superior dreams. I know, right? Oh, Cash, guess what else? Do you, Morris, you love chicken and dumplings? But the way I do the green beans and the new potatoes, and Lillian grew them herself, I'm pretty sure she said she grew them. Cash, what is this? Yes, I'm getting up. Oh, whatever. Cash, what is this? Yes, it's a hedgehog. That's right. So, oh yeah, me too, Morris. I don't even eat the chicken part. I give Bob all the chicken. That's why I only do one big. It's a big chicken breast, and I'll stew it, and then make the dumplings and add. Yeah, I'm playing with toys. I almost played with my boobs inadvertently. because I'm wearing a bra that I wish I didn't have on, and my bow is crooked. I got my Woody Woodpecker laugh going on today. Anyway, but the way I cook the green beans and the new potatoes is like totally like not healthy, probably because it's got a lot of bacon in it. And yeah, Morris, give me them dumplings. Give me them dumplings, baby. Give me them dumplings. Yeah. Ooh, I give Bob the chicken. So, hedgehogs and dumplings. That's right. Did you, Cash? It's a farting. It farts. Anyway, my hubby got it for me. He got one for Rags the rescue dog, and she shredded it in like, I don't know, 2 minutes, I think. I'm pretty sure it was totally shredded in 2 minutes. And so I want one of those. And the next day he came home from work and he brought me the hedgehog. And now the kitties play with it. So, all right, I have to go pee. And I would really, really like just a couple of puffs off of a cigarette. And I can take you with me on the phone, but I don't want to go through all that rigmarole of sending myself a link and blah, 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 where you can see me. So what we're going to do is I can see you, okay? I can see your chat. And I'm going to turn on, well, no, I can't do that either. Just wait. We have mods in here. Hi, Rhonda. We have mods in here. I'm not going to take you with me. As long as we have at least one mod to keep the chat clean while I'm away. All right. So instead, I will, Candy, let me turn on some music instead so that you guys have a little bit of ear candy while I am peeing and grabbing a couple of puffs off a cigarette. Let's see if I can find Joe Clark again.
Power on.
Joe Clark,
Pairing.
Hillbilly Voodoo,
Bluetooth connected.
used with permission directly from Joe Clark himself. Kentucky Man. Commercial. Commercial. Skip. Skip it. I'll be back in just a minute. Are you done with this time or are you coming back home? If you really never want to stay, you should just set me free. I won't do this another day. I don't want to be your enemy. I don't want to be your enemy. Drag me down, lift me up. I pour you out and now fill your cup. Everything I've got, it won't never be enough. If you really never want to stay, you should have just set me free. I won't do this another day. I don't want to be your enemy. I don't want to be your enemy.
I don't want to be your enemy. Somebody better call the Coast Guard. Oh, tell them I'm about to drown. She knocked the wind right out of my sail. Now my whole damn ship is going down. I knew the beer of water sometimes, but wasn't prepared for a hideaway.
This is Castaway by Joe Clark.
I'm out here sending an SOS. Whoa, man, overboard. I ain't nothing but a castaway.
Candy, have you become a big fan? Hi, Alwyn. I'm just reading your chat.
I should have put on a life vest.
I should have put on a life vest
Before I blindly jumped over the side.
before I blindly jumped over the side.
'Cause now I'm out here staring at a full moon. I'm praying for dry land. Oh, I'm waiting on a rising tide. Now I'm sinking into the dark. All my friends underneath the surface turned out to be sharks. I don't need them anyway. I'm already overboard. Ain't living like a castaway.
Alwyn. What's happening, honey? Alwyn Flo, thanks, darling. What's happening?
Somebody better call the Coast Guard.
Somebody better call the Coast Guard.
You tell them I'm about to drown.
Tell them I'm about to drown.
She knocked the wind all out of my sail.
She knocked the wind right out of my
Now my
sail.
damn ship is going down. I knew there'd be rough water sometimes, but I wasn't
Prepared for a hurricane.
I'm
Out here sending an SOS. Oh, man, overboard. Ain't nothing but a castaway. We love you, Alwyn. Joe Clark passed away. And I can't remember the name of the one that played while I was away. Let's see if we can. Yeah, you can count on us, Alden. Like I said, darling, on the community post this morning, I reposted on the community tab this morning the very first video I did on this channel, and it is the introductory video saying hi. And then I took a screenshot of just me and posted another from that video and posted it talking about, this from the first video I ever did. But in the reposting of the introductory video, I watched it several times, wondering if I needed to update it. And I listened and realized what I said when I captioned that repost of the video. I believe I've done here what I said that I would do. I truly believe that I have. And I couldn't have done anything here at all if it weren't for every single one of you. It would have been pointless. Why have a channel if nobody watches? Posterity, I guess, maybe. But I'm very grateful to each and every single one of you for 3 years of Lip Luck No More on YouTube. So that's why I reposted that. So let me get a drink of water, a little hit off of my live resin turf tank, heavy duty THC, and we'll read the politically correct version of Goldilocks. I tried to, Carrie. Hi, Lillian. There's my next door neighbor. Where have you been? Not this one. Sorry. Oh, well, where'd you go? Come back here. Lillian, where have you been? I'm just asking. I've been on here almost an hour and 30 minutes, and you're just now showing up. Feeding the birds, feeding the squirrels, walking Zeus, walking Bella, sitting on carport. No, you're not on the carport. Good morning, my darling. Anybody that doesn't know, Lillian is not only my next door neighbor, she's my best friend. And she has to go have, and it's okay if I talk about this because I have her permission. You guys have been praying for her. Turns out there's nothing wrong with Lillian's heart. Turns out probably her lungs are going to be okay too. Don't want to get too detailed, but turns out Lillian's got her some blockage in here. So, yeah. We're praying for a, I started to say simple. I don't know all about all that, but we're hoping for the procedure where they can just, and she can have 2 little bolts put on the side of her neck and look like Frankenstein's monster. Except she's really pretty, so she would just, okay. And she's not green. But yeah, but if that doesn't work, then they have to do that thing, that balloon thing. And so I'm not very happy about that part, but so that's coming up. So let's all please keep praying for Lillian as well, okay? You know what, as a matter of fact, if you're a praying person, Frankenstein, Lillian, you know Frankenstein was the doctor, right? It's Dr. Frankenstein. The monster had no name. Unless you watch the newer version, if you watch the newer version of Frankenstein, then his name was Adam. And I really kind of like that version because it's better than Chippendale Dancers. Okay. In our continuing saga, thank you guys for your good thoughts. Oh, who the F ever to you even. Lillian, I'm going to cook the new potatoes this evening with green beans and chicken and dumplings. I mean, not all together. Okay. And I was thinking about bringing you some of the new potatoes that you gave to me yesterday, cooked with the green beans and bacon and onion, but I'm not going to. You know the main reason? Not because I'm being a turd, but because you're supposed to be on a heart healthy diet, so you can't have the bacon. In our continuing saga, the ongoing, whatever it is we're doing, today we will read Goldilocks, or I will, you won't, from Politically Correct. Did I just say Claret? Did I just say Politically Claret? Isn't that a green gum? Okay, never mind. Politically Correct Bedtime Stories. Modern Tales for Our Life and Times by James Finn Garner. Copyright 1994, Macmillan Publishing, New York, New York. Just because Lillian's got me all worked up, I'm going to put my hair in a ponytail. I'll show her. Oh, don't be bringing Crystal into this, Lillian. By the way, you guys, Crystal is Lillian's daughter. And we have one another's phone numbers. Crystal and I do. The daughter of Lillian. Now, here we go. Wait. I got it. Oh my God, you know what that made me think of? Oh, I wish I hadn't thought about it. What is that movie? Oh, what is it? And she does that, and there's, it's a comedy, but I wish I hadn't thought about it. No, we're not in cahoots. Hi, Crime Sleuthin. Yes, Crime Sleuthin. You had to say it or chat it. Yes, Crime Sleuthin. That's when I did that and my hair stayed. I think I'm okay. And don't make me pee on the peaches. You know, I'm tickled. Shit. Oh, wait, stop it. Stop. Stop. Okay, stop. I'm not looking at chat. I'm ignoring all of you guys. I don't see any of you. I have to be in character to read Goldilocks. Damn it. Y'all are worse than my grandkids. You know that, right? Okay. Goldilocks, the politically correct version. I feel like Harvey Korman on the Carol Burnett show. If you ever watched the Carol Burnett show and Harvey Korman and Tim Conway, and Harvey Korman would break character and he'd get tickled and really have a hard time, and they would not edit it out. They would leave it like in it. Okay. Goldilocks. Through the thicket, across the river, and deep, deep in the woods lived a family of bears. A papa bear, a mama bear, and a baby bear. And they all lived together anthropomorphically in a little college as a nuclear family. They were very sorry about this, of course, since the nuclear family has traditionally served to enslave women, instill a self-righteous moralism in its members, and imprint rigid notions of heterosexualist roles onto the next generation. Nevertheless, they tried to be happy and took steps to avoid these pitfalls, such as naming their offspring the non-gender specific baby. One day in their little anthropomorphic cottage, they sat down to breakfast. Papa Bear had prepared big bowls of all natural porridge for them to eat, but straight off the stove, the porridge was too thermally enhanced to eat. So they left their bowls to cool and took a walk to visit their animal neighbors. After the bears left, a melanin impoverished young woman emerged from the bushes and crept up to the cottage. Her name was Goldilocks, and she had been watching the bears for days. She's a fucking stalker. She was, you see, a biologist who specialized in the study in the study of Anthropomorphic bears. At one time, she had been a professor, but her aggressive masculine approach to science, ripping off the thin veil of nature, exposing its secrets, penetrating its essence, using it for her own selfish needs, and bragging about such violations in the letters columns of various magazines, had led to her dismissal. The rogue biologist had been watching the cottage for some time. Her intent was to collar the bears with radio transmitters and then follow them in their migratory and other life patterns with an utter disregard for their personal, or rather animal, privacy. With scientific espionage the only thing in mind, Goldilocks broke into the bear's cottage. In the kitchen, she laced the bowls of porridge with a tranquilizing potion. Then, in the bedroom, she rigged snares beneath the pillows of each bed. Her plan was to drug the bears, and when they stumbled into their bedroom to take a nap, lash radio collars to their necks as their heads hit the pillows. Hidden agenda, huh? Goldilocks chortled and thought, these bears will be my ticket to the top. I'll show those twerps at the university the kind of guts it takes to do real research for YouTube. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. No, the YouTube part isn't there. No, I'll show those twerps at the university the kind of guts it takes to do real research. She crouched in a corner of the bedroom and waited and waited and waited some more. But the bears took so long to come back from their walk that she fell asleep. When the bears finally came home, they sat down to eat breakfast and then they stopped. Papa Bear asked, does your porridge smell off, Mama? Mama Bear replied, yes, it does. Does yours smell off, baby? Baby Bear said, yes, it does. It smells kind of chemical-y. Suspicious, they rose from the table and went into the living room. Papa Bear sniffed. He asked, do you smell something else, Mama? And Mama Bear replied, yes, I do. Do you smell something else, baby? Baby Bear said, yes, I do. It smells musky and sweaty and not at all clean. They moved into the bedroom with growing alarm. Papa Bear asked, do you see a snare and a radio collar under my pillow, Mama? Mama Bear replied, yes, I do. Do you see a snare and a radio collar under my pillow, baby? Baby Bear said, yes, I do. And I see the human who put him there. Baby Bear pointed in the corner to where Goldilocks slept. The bears growled, and Goldilocks awoke with a start. She sprang up and tried to run, but Papa Bear caught her with a swing of his paw, and Mama Bear did the same. With Goldilocks now a mobility non-possessor, Mama and Papa Bear sat on her with fang and claws. They gobbled her up, and soon there was nothing left of the maverick biologist but a bit of yellow hair and a clipboard. Baby Bear watched with astonishment. When they were done, Baby Bear asked, Mama, Papa, what have you done? I thought we were vegetarians. Papa Bear burped. We are, he said, but we're always ready to try new things. Flexibility is just one more benefit of being multicultural. The end. Don't be a Goldilocks on YouTube. The politically correct version of Goldilocks by James Finn Garner, copyright 1994, from Politically Correct Stories, Modern Tales for Our Life and Times. Macmillan Publishing, New York, New York. I did forget to preface the story for any new listeners. The thing is, you insert any YouTube creator into any character slot within the story that you would like to make it your own story, or you can just listen to what I'm reading. But when I'm reading, believe you me, I'm having a challenge to not insert the creators' names that I'm thinking of when I'm reading the stories. So, you want that book, Shay, darling? I don't even know if it's still in print. This was given to me by a coworker when I worked for the Department of Parks and Tourism for the state of Arkansas. Back when you could still have Christmas at your workplace and nobody raised any hell about it and all that, and you drew names and had gift exchanges. And she was the accountant for the entire park. Got my name that year, and she knew that I would love this. So when I got it, it was a brand new book, 1994. Hi, Pink. Hi, Pendar. I know, Lillian, isn't it? I think it's hilarious. And they all kind of have, well, like on the first one that we read, I think it was Carrie Bishop that said, well, that didn't end exactly the way I expected it to, she said. It's because they're politically correct. All right, darlings. We've been on here a lot longer than I had intended. Coming up on a 2-hour mark. Wow. Okay. So it is the tradition here at Lip Lock No More that I sing you out. Why, you may ask? Because I can and I want to. And I sing whatever pops into my head. And I don't know if I can sing what popped into my head. I'm going to try. Sweet dreams of you. Every night I go through, I should forget you, start loving someone new, instead of having sweet dreams about you. Started out too low. I got to modulate. You don't love me, that's plain. And I should have known I'd never wear your ring. Why can't I forget you? Start living my life anew. Instead of having sweet dreams about you. Darlings, please continue putting into practice being kind one to another. It's not going to hurt you one single bit, and it's not going to cost you one thin dime. It's going to come back to you tenfold and more in the form of blessings or karma, depending on how you look at it. Always remember, you get back what you put out into this universe. So behave yourselves. Who am I kidding? Wasting my breath in your time. I'll see you out here on the main streets of YouTube. I love you all. Morris, you're keeping that wrench unless you tell me to take it away. Now, get the fuck out of here. I've got... I can't I forget you. Start loving someone new.